Hello YouTube, this is Pinky Maggie here, and today I will be showing you how to order from Mercari. In part 1, I pretty much introduced the site Mercari, at least the Japanese one, and how many great deals there are in there, and today I'm going to be showing you how to order from Mercari. So what you're going to need to do is go to Japonica Market. Now, Japonica is one of the few shopping services that can order from Mercari. And if you're unsure what a shopping service is, it's pretty much a company that buys from sites that do not ship to the United States. So otherwise, Japanese sites that you can't buy from because they do not ship to the US or to other countries. Because you need a Japanese credit card for those sites. And basically, if you shop through sites like these, they'll be able to purchase. Now, I mentioned in my last video that other common shopping services such as From Japan or Lacemarket cannot order from Mercari, and that is because they have a policy now where it blocks proxy services. How Japonica gets through it, I'm not sure, but they are able to buy through Mercari, and I think it's because of keigo, and keigo is pretty much proper Japanese speech. I've noticed that when they purchase an item, they pretty much comment before you purchase an item, because everything on Mercari is buy it now, it's not an auction. So I think that if you don't know proper keigo, the seller are probably going to think that you're probably a Westerner or a shopping service, and they probably won't let you buy their item because Japanese people are very picky about that. And that's because they don't want the Lolita in their market to shrink because of Westerners buying all their stuff. So Japonica is one of the few that do buy from them. It is a bit expensive compared to other shopping services like Lacemarket. Lacemarket is known for being very cheap. It's pretty much the items cost, plus PayPal fees, plus domestic shipping if there is any. Their $300 yen fee, and then international shipping. With Japonica, they have the products cost, the PayPal fee, a tax rate which is 8%, their service fee which does change, and I will show you. I think it's in services. I'll have to find it. No, it is not here. Payment. Alright, so basically, depending on the item's cost, this is their commission rate or their fees. Most of the items I usually get from Mercari or Frill, they usually tend to be in this range, so I usually pay like $5 per item, which sort of sucks. But the fees do depend, and they do increase, well, they do gradually decrease the more expensive an item is, but I highly doubt that anyone is going to get like $1 million item off here, so no one's going to be able to get that 0% commission fee. It's probably going to be within this range. So, like I said, it's the items cost, the tax, which is 8%, PayPal fees, your commission fees, domestic shipping, which is the shipping from the seller to Japonica, if there is any, and then international shipping. So it does get pretty expensive, and it does add up, so it's good to try to budget yourself. So basically, let me go on Mercari real quick. Oh, if you were wondering, I have my Immortal on my thingy right here because I'm like slowly reading it and it's really cringy. So this is all the stuff on Mercari right now. They got some really cute stuff. I'm tempted to get this bag, but I'm not sure. And they do still have good deals. Look at this. They have a melty chocolate JSK for like $100. And that's pretty cool, pretty cool. What else they got that is pretty good? They have a chest chocolate for like 130 something. Country sweets for like 110. French Cafe 110. Toy Parade 130. So nothing like too bad. There's some ridiculous stuff like Sugary Carnival for like 200 something, and it doesn't go for that much anymore because I bought Sugary Carnival, like this exact cut, like a year ago, and it was like $90. But basically, I'm going to just give a test run on how to order from Japonica. So basically, you want to get the URL. So you copy that. It's very difficult doing this with my hand. You want to go to shopping. If you want to do auctions, you can either use Yahoo Auctions or Mbok. Mbok is sort of dead now, which sucks. So, and by the way, you can use any Japanese site on here, by the way. It's not just Mercury. You can use Frill, you can go on Rakuten, you could order from Angelic Pretty's Japanese site, Baby Search and Bright, any Japanese site, really. So you put your URL in here, you put the name. Usually I turn off my translator off. I've never tried it without. Show the original. Oh gosh, how am I going to copy and paste this? Oh no. Okay. No! Look what I did. Okay. Second try. I'm not ordering this, by the way. I'm a little broke. I bought a dress, and I'm probably going to do an unboxing. I did a Taobao haul too, so I'm probably going to unbox that. And then you get the price. Now, you don't have to add, like they tell you to add the tax rate of 8%. Apparently you don't have to. They'll just charge it in your second payment. And how it works is that your first payment is usually the price of the item and then the 8% tax if you choose to put it on there. And then the PayPal fee. Your second payment adds their commission fee and the shipping costs. So that's helpful, but the second payment usually ends up being really expensive and overwhelming sometimes if you don't know. So I really do recommend estimating your prices, and they do have a really nice guide which I'll show you after this. So I'm just going to just show you how I add the tax rate. So basically I'll put 6800 shift, no, plus 8, and then, oh, this is hard. How am I going to get the percent? And they'll tell you how much it will be. So it will be 7,344 yen, which I will say, I'm going to tell you a tip for this. Because they add the commissions and the tax rate, the price you see here, take out the zeros, and that's how much it's pretty much going to cost you. Because if you were to just, let's say, convert this, let's go to yen to USD. I'm going to show you how much it would cost if you were to, let's just normally buy it. It's like $61, which actually isn't that bad for this bag, because it is sort of rare. With the price that we do have, which is that, we put on there, whenever I do this, I always forget the number and I have to keep going back. It tacks on an extra like $5. And so it's like 65, but then you gotta remember you have that fee, and it's probably gonna be like an extra $7. So in reality, you're paying like $70 for this bag. So around this number, a little bit more. That's what you have to keep in mind. So don't expect you put this in like, oh, $60. No, it's usually like a bit, like 10 more. So, and then this is, you pretty much put this if there's multiple options, and then you press put add to cart. It will pop up right here. The image will load. So you can remove stuff if you want. You can update your cart, and they'll pretty much give you an estimate of how much it will cost. This is the PayPal fee, so in total it will cost like $63. Just for the first payment. Obviously they're going to add the commission fee afterwards. So if an item is sold out, you can continue with the rest of your orders or contact you before purchasing. Shipping methods, you can choose EMS, which I do recommend because it's insured up to 20,000 yen or $200. Registered airmail, I only recommend if it's under 1 kilogram or 2 pounds. Sow mail is pretty slow. Sometimes it's in tracked. Register sow, it's insured, I think. In tracked. You put your email address, that's my email right there, but it's like the one I don't really care much for, so it's okay. And you check out with PayPal. Sometimes it doesn't work, so you want to email Japonica, and they do have it, I think, in their contact section. I think right here. You message them, and they'll still order it for you, and they'll send you like the PayPal invoice if it doesn't work for you, and sometimes it doesn't. Now, what did I mention before that I want to show? Oh, the examples, those in services. They have examples of how much an item would cost if you were to buy it. No, was it here? Wait, was it here? Was it here? No, they had a really big list. I think it was in payment. My phone is about to die. I gotta charge it. Let me get to the Lolita section. Alright, so they have like, let's say Dolly Cat, you order it from Angelic Pretty USA, they have the cost within Japan, their commission rate, EMS to US, and then their PayPal fees. So in total, this is like the difference between the actual item and then what you're actually paying for. This is probably like $290 to $300, while this is like, the original price for the dress is like $250, I think. So it is a little bit of a dramatic difference, but that's the price you have to pay from ordering from Japan. So if you want a little guide, you can go onto this section to give you an idea of what to look for. And it's pretty much simple. They are very responsive. It's very important to check their business hours, and I mean very important. Their business hours is, I believe, they do say it, let me see, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Japanese time. And that's very important if you want to buy stuff both like on auction or just general shopping, because if something like sells out during the times that are not in their business hours, which is usually just during the general day here in the US, at least in my time, it's not their fault that they weren't fast enough. It's just they weren't open because they were all asleep, because it's night in Japan. Also with auctions, make sure that if you are going to get auction, try to put in your max bid 1 to 2 days before the auction. I've lost some auctions because I would do it like 3 hours before and they wouldn't even put the bid in, but that's because they weren't open. So I really do recommend to keep in mind that. So yeah, if you have any more questions, please tell me. It's pretty simple to use this site. Just keep in mind how much you're spending and have fun shopping. Bye!